actually, what is this? Meanwhile, Ethan's New York Times debut. What? Yeah, apparently Ethan is not very happy about this. He is very upset that I got this article written, and he's been posting about it. He's been posting about it since like 6 a.m. our time, which I think is a crazy thing to do when you first wake up. Like, I first woke up and I posted about the article because, you know, it's the article that I was waiting for. I was waiting for it to come out. It's been a long time. The article took place a long ass time ago. It's odd for him to wake up and also post nonstop. Literally nobody says that except those paid by his publicist. As a recent 2 minutes ago, on a multi-story Insta rant, his fluency between culture and ideology has led many to brand Piker or Joe Rogan to the left, and Mr. Rogan had a mop top and painted his nails. Literally nobody says that except those paid by his publicist. I don't have a publicist. My haters can't tell me you're not hot, bro. Jewelry and nail paint, this dude is different. Wow, 10 words you say, and they happen to pick the swastika one. So brave of him to disavow Nepo babies. Oh my God. How can people that are fans of this guy not think, dude, you're 40 years old, you have 3 kids, like, it's Sunday. Just, can't you save this for the show or something? Like, why are you doing this? How can people not recognize how fucking obsessed this is? You mean the dudes that are known for hazing their friends to death and sexually assaulting drunk college girls? Doesn't everyone hate frat bros? He's like dunking on every aspect of the article. Very strange stuff, man. Like, I hope he gets better. Thanks for reading my review. He posted again and said, thanks for reading my review. Dude, oh my God. You don't think the New York Times is trying to make this seem like it's optics and not about issues? It's what they've been doing since election. Dems don't need to fix their policies. They just need a leftist Joe Rogan. And that's what I think this New York Times article was playing up. I think that they're trying to make sense of why someone like myself why someone like myself has seen a lot of success in an otherwise right-wing dominated landscape. And for them, it's like, it can't be the issues at all. So it can't be the issues themselves. It can't be what I'm saying. So it must be like the aesthetic. And to be fair, the way I look does play a role in this, right? The way I look does play a role in this. The packaging certainly is a part of it. Yeah, he placed the laughing, crying emoji over, I guess, my statements about political correctness. He blocks commenters for what he sees as overt hate speech, but not for speaking critically when they challenge his views on topics like transgender rights or the war in Gaza. Yeah, he clipped I find anti-Semitism to be completely unacceptable, Mr. Piker said on a call in April. I find the conflation of anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism to be very dangerous. He's being especially unhinged because the last episode did very poorly on views because it was the first step in a while, not clickbaiting you or iDubbbz. Yeah. As usual, he puts out the dog whistle on his Instagram stories. And then his rabid fan base starts a harassment campaign. Shame on you. Oh, he's report this trash puff piece to the New York Times editorial board. Thanks for posting first today. This is clearly pushed forward by a publicist working for Hasan to get ahead of any negative publicity. Dude, I don't think these guys understand. They're allowing an email hate brigade on their sub, not linking directly, but I posted a tweet about it. I don't know if these guys understand that, like, this kind of stuff is very annoying to newspapers in general. You don't come across as like a normal person. And also, this is a direct brigade. Can you stop talking about him? Dude, are you fucking stupid? Are you actually that stupid that you don't understand what I'm showing here is not just like me doing drama? Like, what are you talking about? This is a direct fucking brigade. Like, this is also literally, by Reddit standards, not allowed. Like, this is, you're harassing a journalist and you're trying to get a fucking journalist fired for writing a profile on someone you don't like. This is literally Gamergate shit. This is what Gamergaters were doing for years and years. It's so insane because, like, every content creator has a decent amount of stalkers, right? But most content creators don't have a stalker that basically makes content off of them stalking, like everything that I do. I like you aren't downplaying the positive side of their obsession aesthetic and rapping aside. There's a real benefit to you being given publicity. Negativity be damned. Yeah, because I don't want people to get fucking fired for, I mean, it's not going to happen anyway, but I don't want people to have to deal with like annoying calls and shit like that. Like, it's so stupid. It's so lame. You know what I mean? It doesn't play the role they think. I really hate how the DNC was even has even independence as far as the majority report talking about messaging when it's a completely vapid party and makes the program very close to its doom. Yeah. No wonder Ethan was so shocked. What is this? We are not a Hasan snark. Over 150 posts in the last 7 days filled with such bangers as Hasan is jealous of Ethan. I can't stop imagining Hasan bringing someone back to his place for the first time. Note the Hasan post of the most engagement. Yeah, they use the subreddit like I mean, it's a snark subreddit for sure. This is not the first time that these guys have done this. Anytime any fucking journalist has ever written anything about me, they have to basically go private for like a week. It's so gross, man. It's crazy because like none of these other, I wish that like other content creators that are in this space would at least pay a little bit of attention to this and be like, all right, man, you know, this is gotten out of hand. Every hater, when he talks about you and you respond, oh my God, can you move on? What? Yeah. Reddit is where the niche issues get resolved and where decency goes to die afterwards. Other content creators don't have mainstream news asking for their political opinions. No, I know, but like this is very clearly a major issue, right? On its own, regardless, like this is an extended year-long crash out that has turned into like constant brigading, doxing campaigns, frivolous litigation to get people's private information, to bully them, to harass them, going after Redditors, going after journalists. Like, it's so weird. It's so strange that it's just like something that we all have to fucking put up with. Other content creators themselves see this kind of thing and go, ugh, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to fucking incur the wrath of Ethan's foot soldiers. And I feel like that's such a strange, there's just a strange place to exist in where everyone is like, yeah, this stuff is weird and gross, but you know, a lot of people are just like genuinely worried that he will come after them. This is something that happened with Aiden Ross as well initially. You know? Why are you shocked? They did the same with D for 5 years. I know. They are still first world problems, though. No, I mean, yeah, that's true. But we are in the first world, you know? I'm trying to put the truth out in the space where people may see it in my free time, but the DDG and E community is legion. It's tough to break through. Yeah. Just remember, it's mostly online. Even though the more we spend time online, the more the shit that we do online becomes the reality. New York Times article title change. What did they change it to? Nobody liked the article title initially, so I'm not surprised. A progressive. Oh my God, they literally changed it to what I just said. A progressive mind and a body made for the manosphere. That's cool. Anyway, I think it was a good article. Obviously, Jack's the man, by the way. He was dope. He was great. And I hope that he doesn't get a lot of fucking harassment, you know? Paid publicist confirmed? Yeah. Do you think that debating Ethan will shut him and the Legion up? No, of course not. No, I think the fact that it's online makes it a more pressing of an issue at this point. Most people in the 18 to 25 age group primarily gets their info online. I know, but I'm also online, you know? I'm also duking it out here. It just sucks because like I'm duking it out over here and I wish that I wouldn't have to deal with like people who consider themselves to be liberals and present themselves as liberals who are supposed to be like ideologically aligned with someone like myself, especially at a time when there's more pressing issues like the Trump administration, you know, throwing the Constitution in a pile and lighting it on fire, right? Do you see what I mean? Like, it just sucks that I also have to deal with like the apolitical drama side of things. Like, it's not enough that there is already so much right-wing commentary all over the fucking internet, like everywhere, right? But then also on top of that, like even the apolitical guys and the liberals and the centrists also have to constantly present my style of politics as like bad. And these guys never actually present a leftist voice that is good, by the way. It's not like they're propping up certain people and being like, this is actually a really good person on this issue. Like Ethan tried doing that for Israel Palestine, and the guy he came up with was fucking Boner Box. Like that person is not like there was a point I think when he was definitely more critical of Israel, but he's not. Like he went to fucking Israel. Like he did a propaganda trip with members of the Israeli with members of the Israeli foreign ministry. So is really fucked up. I was told by a prominent former gamer turned liberal commentator that if you woke up tomorrow and there were no hit pieces, you'd be bothered. You mean they lied to me? No, it would be amazing. God. It would be the most amazing moment of my life. There would be like a moment of peace for once, you know? I mean, those guys know that it's a distraction and it fucking sucks. Right? Because if they thought that it was something that I enjoyed, then they wouldn't do it. These people despise me. Like they fucking hate me. And they've said as much. I mean, some of these guys have gone as far as to say like, oh, I hope he kills himself, which is so crazy because like, you know, I'm doing pretty good. Just turn off your PC for peace, little bro. Yeah. Much love from Prussia, bro. I asked Wilhelm to put in a good word for you with the Sultan. Keep it up, brother. Thank you. It's socialism or barbarism. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Is there anything that to get Ethan to stop? No, he'll never stop. Especially because he knows that whenever he brings up my name and attacks me, he brings on some of the grossest fucking losers online to come and watch him. They love that shit. So I think this is beneficial for him as well. He gets to feel smart, which is what he wants more than anything else, and it gives him like clout as well. I mean, he's, I feel like he's got his own shit to worry about at this point, though. I mean, he's got like a billionaire that he has a defamation suit around. So I don't normally condone this kind of stuff. What? No. Shut the fuck up. Don't say fucking shit like that. Hot take. I think the reason he wants to debate you is so he can close the strong obsession and make it into a less small obsession. Thus, he can pull all his main focus to IDubs. He's like the USA with the Middle East and China. No. Chris Kunzler popped off again. Loner Box, Israel's dumbest propagandist. Wow. King shit. Anyway. Did he have targets before you, which became so obsessive about? Yes. I think pretty much everyone. But the only difference is I don't think it was this long and this extended. And also, their politics were so bad and the stuff that they had done were so bad that most people didn't realize that it was like obsessive in a similar vein, myself included. Like, I don't also know Ethan's background that well. I'm not super familiar with what he had done with like his former podcast co-hosts like Trisha or any number of different people that he's like targeted in the past, whether it be what do you call it? A fucking Keemstar or all these other dudes, right? Like, I don't know. So I bet he talks about Loner Box still staying there. Wait, what? Oh, this is the other thing I was going to show you. Before the New York Times article came out, he posted one of my full takes where I say like, if you're a Zionist, like I think people who promote Israel should not be in local office. Like they should be treated in the same exact way that people who promote Nazi Germany or apartheid South Africa are. And and he posted it on his Instagram. He posted it on his Instagram story, my full take. Here it is. I think like this will never happen, but in a totally just world, any kind of, regardless of your background, any kind of fucking Zionist tendency should be treated in the same way as being a fucking rabid neo-Nazi. And you shouldn't even let someone be the fucking local dog catcher as Felix was posting if they've ever exhibited any sort of like positive feelings about the state of Israel. I'm so serious about this. I think like this will never happen, but yeah. So he posted this and said, this is a significant escalation of violent, dehumanizing language, even for him. And I found this very strange. Does he assume that people are not going to actually watch or listen to the video that he posted? Like, what's the dehumanizing and violent language here? Can you tackle the argument? Or is it all you got is just a cry and be like, wow, he's being mean to Israel again and defenders of Israel again. How violent and how dehumanizing. I said, Lamau, yes, I think a politician supporting Israel, which is an apartheid state doing a genocide, should be treated in the same way as a politician supporting Nazi Germany or apartheid South Africa. Why is this violent language exactly? You could say this about Russia or Iran and you get promoted, but God forbid you say this about Israel. Like, how do people how do people figure this out? Just be ready for this to be a big deal, even though he banned this person? No, it's not going to be a big deal. They found a chatter in the fucking photos they took that was insta banned. Like, I don't give a shit. It's only a big deal if you make it a big deal by bringing it over here. Who cares if they try to like brigade it and fucking lose their minds over it? Yes, unlike Ethan, I actually don't only have fucking paid members who I then ban anyway. Okay? Ethan only allows paid dissent, people that pay him to speak in his chat, and he fucking bans them regardless when they actually step out of line in any way, shape, or form. He's created the fucking most insane hug box of all time. I, on the other hand, like having political discourse in this chat, in this community. I'm a political commentator. I have fucking Trump supporters on here. I have neo-Nazis that come into the chat all the fucking time. I have Ethan Klein fans who come in here with no fucking understanding of anything, really. Yeah. I ban him. Ethan is so allergic to any sort of pushback that he will literally button his employees that he has hired when they say something that he finds to be unacceptable. And that, by the way, isn't that they've said something reactionary or whatever. He finds it to be unacceptable because they're dissenting. Okay. And then those guys mysteriously leave the studio in the aftermath of that. You know? But yeah, it's interesting that, you know, he posted this take as it I miss the Trumpers so much. I'm so tired of these Asman viewers who have been MAGA for 1 month. They don't have the reps in. I know. It's sad. Back in the day, we used to have ride or die MAGA guys, right? They would come in here and be like, Hasan, you're fucking gay. You know, Trump is the great white hope. He's the truth. Like, back in the day, we had those real ones, right? Nowadays is dudes who just like adopted the MAGA moniker a month and a half ago, and they don't have the enthusiasm. They don't have the knowledge. They don't even know the talking points. It's just like, bruh, bruh, you're a terrorist. That's it. And I don't know if the MAGA movement has gotten dumber over the course of these past couple of years. That probably is part of it. You know what I mean? Like, I think a part of this is because they've just simply gotten dumber. So it's no longer as fun. There's literally a video on this phenomenon. Where did all the Trump supporters go? Oh yeah, I mean, I did. I used to complain about not having any Trump supporters in my chat. This was like September 5th, 2023, almost 2 years ago. Because I was hoping that, you know, they'll come back. I miss them. MMMA, make MAGA men MAGA again. Yeah. It's like fans of a show that watch each season in real time versus someone who binge watches and their opinions. Kind of. Yeah, I was in there. I was in there for all of its glory. Anyway, let's see what all of the best minds are saying on Twitter about this. Hey, New York Times, you don't have to do this. New York Times, no.